I got put into LinkedIn jail. Hey, I'm Sam Dunning, co-owner over at webchoiceuk.com and host of the Top 100 Marketing Podcast Business Growth Show. Last week, I got banned from LinkedIn, chucked into LinkedIn jail for 3 days. Just logged onto the mobile app and it said your account no longer has access. Please get in touch with our service team. So I did just that. I raised a ticket. LinkedIn replied to me, I believe, around 2 days later. And they said there's been kind of bad or fraudulent or dodgy activity on your account. I, of course, replied with what's happened, what's the issue, how can I get my account back live? Bearing in mind, LinkedIn's our third best channel for driving sales revenue. We do about over 100K a year in sales through it. So it's quite important to us to get it back up and running. So sent them a message. Eventually, they said, if you can give us proof of ID, we can get you back live. So I did send my driving license, and about an hour or so later, they got me back up and running. So fortunately, I was only down for 72 hours or so off of LinkedIn. But what did surprise me is when I asked for a clear response as to why exactly I had been banned, I couldn't get one. LinkedIn said, we're not able to share that information. If we need more info for our research purposes, we'll reach out to you. But it's not a great deal of use for me because I don't know what's good and what's bad to do on the channel. All I do know is we're very active when it comes to kind of referring business in terms of me publishing content around digital marketing, around SEO, around helping you out with your website to generate more sales ops. So it's very confusing as to why it actually happened. Anyway, I want to thank the few people that started the hashtag FreeSam, as I'm sure that did help, as I did mention it in my LinkedIn ticket that I raised. So cheers to everyone that got behind me and enjoys my content, and glad to be back on the channel now. What can we learn from this, though? Well, LinkedIn is effectively a rented platform. What do I mean by that? Well, we don't own LinkedIn. Just like they did to me, they can click their fingers, they can flick a switch and deny your access. And if, like me, you generate quite a lot of business, quite a lot of sales opportunities and leads from the platform, it can really affect your company and your cash flow. So that's why it's really important to have a number of different channels that you both own or that you are renting, whether that is social media channels like LinkedIn or Facebook or TikTok or YouTube, whatever it may be, that you don't necessarily have full control over, but you can post content, but also marketing channels, marketing assets that you do have full ownership over. So that could be things like your website, that you can, of course, control all the content. You can build trust with prospects. You can generate leads from it if you market to it. That could be a podcast where you post kind of weekly, monthly or so episodes where people can learn from you, learn from your guests, and you can build up your brand and a following and, again, sales opportunities over time. That could be an email list that you put together and you reach out to your prospects and you provide useful tips. And again, you generate opportunities over time. That could be a video series, whether you're doing that on your site or YouTube. Again, that's media that you own. So having channels that you're renting, whether that's social channels, having channels that you own, whether that's email, website, video, podcast, and making sure you've got various marketing streams that are able to drive sales leads your way rather than just going all in on one channel. Because, like I say, if that channel takes a hit, just like I got blocked off LinkedIn, it can really affect business. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, if you did, hit that subscribe button. And with that, I should catch you on the next one.